Samir, we're down here at Premier, your home gym, and it's been revamped, mate.
That's the one, yeah.
Oh, I believe a lot of thanks to you, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. You know, it's all about giving back as well. So I thought, you know what, it's an investment to myself, and obviously as well, the kids can enjoy it as well. Got my little logo there as well. So yeah, why not? Why not? I thought, why not?
Oh, it's lovely, mate. I mean, it was nice before. New flooring, new bags, new canvas, new everything, mate.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm really proud of it, how it turned out. It was hard work in here, painting for like 2 weeks and then getting all the stuff in, finding the right bags. It was hard work, but we got it done quite quickly as well. But I'm glad it's done. It looks brilliant. Everyone's raving about it. So happy days.
Yeah. Well, you're back out. You're back at the where you identify actually at Bolton, the White's Hotel.
Yeah.
I know it's changed its name again now. It's Tough Sheet Stadium, I think.
Yeah, something like that. It changes every week, doesn't it?
But and we're not sure, but I think you're moving up to 6 rounds, mate.
Yeah, we just had a bit of confusion, haven't we? But listen, whether it be 4, whether it be 6, I train hard all year round, so I'm ready for whatever. If it's a 6 round, then even better. I've got more time to break him down. And
well, I've just done an interview with Steve, who's been going up either at the same time as this or just after it, about the Bolton show. And in that, he says that you're doing your first 6 rounder. Right. So, and he said, and he's right, I suppose. You know, in your weight category, you know, you've got to move a little bit faster than perhaps the slightly heavier guys.
Yeah, of course. Look, I believe in myself. I believe in my ability, and if Steve Woods, because he's called Steve as well, isn't it? I'm Steve's favourite now, aren't I?
You're up there, mate. You're up there.
I'm definitely up there. So look, you know what? As well, I just want to say a side note. Thanks to Steve. A massive thanks to Steve, because look, this has been my 4th fight. Realistically, I could have been out 6 times. One I was injured, I had a shoulder injury, and the other one I fell really ill. So I've been a bit unlucky, but obviously it was like it's no fault of anyone else's. But as a flyweight, getting out 6 times, potentially should have been 6 times this year. That is mega. That.
Well, that's also not just down to Steve, but down to you and your support base, your fan base, because you have got tremendous support, and every time they come out, they make a ridiculous amount of noise for you. And the last time out, I think it was back in March, wasn't it, when you fought Jake Pollard? And it was a great fight, and And the best thing about it was that last punch.
The best thing about it was the last punch.
It was was it a left hook? I think it was a left hook, wasn't it?
It was, it was. So, you know what funny, Callum Smith was supposed to fight that same day. He's got cancelled. It was a signature punch of his, catch, counter, and it was the same one, catch, left hook, counter, and caught him clean. And I wish we say.
And then the bell went.
Wish we had 30 seconds in it, Lee.
I think another 10 seconds.
Honestly, it was on wobbly legs, wasn't he?
But I've got to apologise, because he put a remark on Jake Pollard, your opponent. I was saying naturally he's a much bigger guy than you. Actually, I'm wrong, because he is naturally your weight, but most of his career he's had to fight at those higher weights. You know, he's had to move all the way up to super featherweight at times. And every time I've filmed him, he's always been in with the bigger lads. And I think that's why it ended up being such a good fight, because even though you won 40-36, and rightly so, you had to work for it, mate. And he was coming with real attitude, with real ambition to give it a good go in this fight, because he doesn't get the opportunity to fight people his weight that often.
No, you know what, all credit to him as well. You know, going up and down in weights to fighting bigger lads, and you know what, they're a big part of boxing, aren't they? The so-called
they're a brilliant part of it.
Credit to him, and credit to him for putting out a big fight. He got his win as well, didn't he? So well done to him.
He did, just after me.
Yeah, just after me, so congratulations to him.
But like I say, a really enjoyable fight, and like I say, it's such a sweet little punch. Pity didn't come about 20 seconds earlier.
I know. honestly, I wish the same, but hopefully I can start a bit faster this time and we see something special.
Well, whether you have to or not, you've got a little bit longer. If it is the 6 rounds,
exactly.
I'm saying. And we've got an opponent that we all know in the Northwest really well, Steve Jackson, a ridiculously tough lad. I think it's going to be his 41st fight. All have been stopped the once, and that was a kid who's actually on the show with us, Abdul Khan.
My good friend, he's a good friend of mine, Abdul.
Well, he's Amir's cousin, isn't he?
Yeah. We did our matches together, me and Abdul, for a good 10 years up and down the country, winning titles together. I mean, Abdul trained a lot here as well. He done a bit.
Well, just before he turned over, I think he just won the youth, hadn't he?
Yeah, he did.
As a young kid, and then turned over. And I think he's 9-0 now as a pro. So I think this is going to be his 10th fight and hopefully his 10th win.
Hopefully 2 wins for Bolton. He gets 10 wins, and that'll be my 4th as well. So we're looking to get 2 wins in Bolton.
Yeah, well, do you know something? It's a great venue. We always have a great turnout. We had a fantastic show to kickstart the new season in Blackpool. But on this night, the only thing that the Blackpool show was missing was a title fight.
Yeah. Oh,
And on the night that you fight, Saturday night, we have a great title fight. It's a genuine 50-50 fight where we've got Dan Catlin, who's a Blackpool kid, against Oldham's Jack Kilgannon. And, you know, obviously, I hope Jack wins because he's VIP, but I don't know if that is going to happen.
I've not seen too much of both of them, but a lot of people are talking about the main event, so I might just stick around and see who wins that one. Obviously, we've got to stick behind the VIP boy, aren't we?
Yes. But like I say, what's more important than anything, it's a good fight.
Yeah.
And it's always nice, it makes it a little bit easier selling the tickets when you've got a great top of the bill, and it is a good top of the bill, because we don't know who wins.
Yeah, 100%, you know what I mean? I hope everyone can get down. It's going to be a massive show. Like we said previously, Abdul Khan's on it, I'm on it, a couple of lads from Elite. Who's the lad making his debut? Forget his name.
Oh
man. He's a good mate, man. He's going to have an issue with me.
Kev Masquerade.
Kev, man. Shout out Big Kev, man. Honestly, message him.
Chippy Kev.
You know what? People should get down just for him.
There's a lot of arguing down for him. He's a real character, isn't he?
Oh, you know what? He's a lovely guy.
He is. In fact, I spoke to him yesterday, and I'm going to catch up with Jack Murphy. Jack Murphy, another very talented kid. Yeah. He's on the show. Like you say, Abdul Khan, yourself. Great top of the bill, and there's a couple more fights on there. I think it's going to be a great night. But what's important for you is your first 6 rounder. Yeah. And again, I think you're going to get a good fight, you know, because Steve Jackson is local to this area. He's bragging rights again. Yeah, so I think this could be a bit similar to your last fight, where you're going to have to work hard for it, you know. Sometimes we think it's just a gimme, he's a journeyman. You look at his record, I think he's got 38 losses in his 40 fights. But he's a good kid. In fact, on his debut, he beat a kid who was 8-0. Samuel Campbell, Mickey Campbell's son.
Yeah, he stopped him, didn't he?
Yeah, he stopped him in the 6th round. And making his debut as a 6th rounder. So he's got a lot of experience on you. And bragging right. So hence, that's why I think it's going to be a good fight and a great learning fight for you, mate. Yeah. And if you come through it the way we think you're going to come through it, then that prepares you for either at the end of the year another fight, or certainly for a big year, because 2024, your category, your weight category, you're going to be fighting for titles, mate.
Yeah, Lee, look, I believe in myself. I'm so confident. I know how hard I work, and I know that. Look, like we said it. I'm Steve's favourite, and he's going to look after me. And if he believes I'm ready, then guess what? I'm ready. So next year, if the titles come, I'll be more than ready. Right,
well, we'll leave it at that. I'll see you on Saturday night, and we'll be going live, you know that. So hopefully a few more people will get to see you, and someone will be talking to you, and hopefully be saying 4-0.
That's the one, and hopefully we say stealing the show again.
It's Samir, you take care, mate.
Always nice to speak to you, man. Thank you. For all boxing info, news, and latest interviews, amateur and pro across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.